it does not serve us to trade our time for money. It does not make us feel good about ourselves to think that we are only worth so much an hour, when those hours are all that we get. We get 86,400 seconds every day as a lottery. We win it, and we spend it every single day, or else we lose it. Are you going to spend it or invest it? Are you going to be intentional? Because where your intention goes, your attention flows. Intention directs attention, that directs focus, that directs action, that directs results. You have to move yourself. The universe will only ever take you halfway there. You have to get yourself the rest of the way. Even when you order pizza and get it delivered, you still have to walk to the door to get it. You still have to pay the delivery guy. The universe works the same way. We don't get things instantly, because it would be like imagining an elephant and wanting one, and then suddenly the universe is like, so you shall have it right away, instantly, bam! The elephant is on top of you, you're dead, and the elephant is now someplace it has no idea why it's there because of. That's why there is a delay time on manifestation. So you have to be patient. We have to train ourselves to be patient. And also kind. Be kind to yourself, and be kind to those who are watching you. Because all of us are being watched all the time, even when we don't know it. All of us are being watched because we are here together for a reason. None of us are meant to do this alone. Join the movement for inner peace that allows you to feel peaceful within yourself regardless of what is happening outside. Because when you feel peaceful, then you can become that peaceful vibration that you emanate around you, and then other people say, oh my God, I love how they make me feel. Wow, I just want to be with that person more because they uplift me rather than depress me and deflate me, as so many people in our society do. It is time to stand in our power and own all that we've done to get where we are now. We are all heroes in process. You may already feel like the hero in your life, in some areas of it, or at some times where you felt like you finally reached a pinnacle, and then it was like, oh shit, there's another layer. And then it just happens every single time, because we are never arriving. There is never a time where we're going to meet a final destination and stop growing. We will always desire growth, and we will always want to share and contribute back. Everyone loves telling their story. I'm a natural storyteller. My family are all natural storytellers. I just chose to pursue this as a career because it's what I love the very most and would do for free and have done for free and won't do for free anymore, because in the scheme of things, well, depends. If it's a good cause, if it's something that I believe in, yeah, damn right, I will be there. Just like Mother Teresa said, host an anti-war rally? No way, I will not be there. But host a peace rally? I will be there with bells and whistles. Modified. Paraphrased. But nonetheless, it is all about going for what we want instead of away from what we don't want. Because if we're moving backwards, keeping our eye on that which we're running away from, we're not watching where we're going, and then we can hurt ourselves even more. We can hurt ourselves even more if we're not careful about where we're putting our focus. There will be lots of opportunities that distract us, that encourage us to put our team, our time, energy, effort, attention, and money into promoting their vision. There will be many opportunities that encourage us to sacrifice what we're working on for something that is going to benefit them instead, most. With the lucrative offer that seems really good, but then when you actually put it into practice, it becomes more difficult depending on who you're watching. Because if you're watching someone that hasn't ever done it before, it won't really make any sense because they won't understand it well enough to explain it. But when you talk to somebody that has done it, they can speak into it from experience. they can say what they did following a proven system in order to get the result that they have. And, I went to a convention recently for a financial education technology training platform that really helps people understand how to get out of debt if you're in it, how to save money, how to make money, how to find and keep money with accounting software, and then also how to invest in both the foreign exchange market and then also into Bitcoin mining and cryptocurrency, and really understanding how the energetics of money works. That's what it's really all about. It is all about where you're putting your attention, your energy, your effort, your time, and your money. Your priorities are reflected in your checkbook and your daybook. Where you put your time and where you put your money. That is where your priorities show up. What are you doing with your time, energy, effort, attention, and your money? What? And if it's not something that you're proud to declare publicly, then how is that serving anyone? We only get 86,400 seconds every single day to be able to do what our soul came here to do. And if we are killing any of it, we are actually dishonoring our soul, because that is a speck of stardust that is exactly where it needs to be right now, with all the veils that have been placed over it, all the distractions that we've allowed into our life. The distractions that we let into our life direct our life course. Seriously. That is something to breathe into. Because important information must be breath. It must be filtered through your breath and dropped into your belly in order to reach the lower chakras of creativity, of willpower, and of belonging. Those are the lower chakras. The heart is your love and unconditional acceptance of self and others. If we can make our judge less critical of us and thereby become less critical of the world around us, if we can shift from the shadow side of the triangle where the victim feels daunted by the tower that could go either way at any time, compared to the pyramid that is already structured and stable. That's the difference. This is stable. That's unbalanced. They're gonna fall one way or the other. The rescuer or the punisher are gonna get me. Who's gonna get to me first? Ah! I can't do it on my own. It's kind of the victim dynamic. Pay attention when you feel yourself in those moments of terror where you are the victim to a punisher and a rescuer. Pay attention to where your energy is, because if it's outside of you, you're not going to be able to ground it the way that you need to. Grounding matters. It is your root. It is your sense of belonging. It matters. Everything matters. Your words matter. Swearing can actually be a sentence enhancer. As SpongeBob SquarePants, actually, an episode of it was all about that, about how it added in dolphin noises right before a word. So it was just like, you mother ma! It was crazy that it's in a child's cartoon. And yet, it's preparing them for the real world. Because in the real world, people swear. And to think that they don't is to just keep your public and private self separate, which is what we've been trained to do. But I'd say in the world of authenticity that we are creating right now, it is an opportunity for us to show up as our fabulous and glorious selves. It was 13:13 when I looked down when that was showing on the time clock, and that is enough. Under 15 minutes is best. I appreciate all of your time. I would love to know what this means to you. I would love to know what you would love to know. I want to know what questions you have a desperate desire to understand. Because if I don't have an answer, I'll ask the question too, and we'll all get the answer because we all have access. If we are willing to tune into the intuition, the individuated expression of the grand overall designer that is within us, both in our inside eye, our insight, and also our heart center. All of these things, both of these inner knowings, the first which filters the inspired idea that comes in from our divine connection to source. It then is filtered through the intuition, which is then filtered through self-expression, and then unconditional love, and then your solar plexus, which is your willpower and self-esteem, your sacral, which is your sex and money, your creativity, and then your root, which is all about belonging. And there are more above and below that too. But the important thing to know is that when you are in alignment within yourself, you are able to do exactly what is meant to be done at exactly the right time. Everything matters. Everything matters, including you. You need to know how important you are. You are so important. You matter beyond measure. If ever you forget that, play this back to yourself and know that it is true. Know that I am speaking to your soul. I am soul to soul right now. I am just breathing into you, and I encourage you to breathe deep. Put your left hand on your chest and your right hand on your belly and breathe, and make sure that your lower hand raises first. Actually push your belly out with your diaphragm, your belly first, and then expand and make room for the upper half. Stop breathing only in the upper half. It is time to use all of you. Your potential is unlimited. You must breathe deep. Let's breathe together. Let's connect. LJeH Hamilton is my handle for Instagram and Facebook, and I would love to connect with you. I would love to know your hero's journey. I would love to support you through a community that I have as a group on Facebook. You are invited to come into with a small subscription that gives you access to a tribe that you can belong to. Now is your opportunity to belong to something bigger than you are. Now is your opportunity to find other people that are like you, that are willing to be real. Ponytail and sweatshirt for a motivational, inspirational video and all. I don't necessarily dress up all the time, but when I do, it's awesome. And when I don't, it's because how I look matters less to me than what I say and what it means to and for you. Because that's the only thing you need to be paying attention to. It's not what I look like, it's not what the people are wearing, because everybody's only ever wearing self-esteem. We dress how we feel about ourselves, what's most important to us. Comfort is most important to me. Comfort, convenience, and deliciousness. Uplifting, excitement, sprinkling magic was what I used to always say my job was when I worked at Movati, the gym. I would just connect with members and just let them know how fabulous they are. Let them know that they honored themselves by getting into the gym that day. Letting people know that they were on the hero's journey of their own transformation from the outside in. And hopefully simultaneously, because that's what's really happening. When we change our physical form, everything changes inside. And when we change on the inside, everything changes on the outside. So when we work in tandem, when we grow ourselves spiritually, emotionally, physically, as well as heartfully, mindfully, it's all connected. We are holistic beings. We are holy beings, having a human experience as individuated expressions of the grand overall designer. And it is time to connect. It is time to find our tribe. I hope that you will find it in me. LJeH. Namaste.